Hello everyone, my name is Alison Michaela and I'm really pleased to be here. Please put your name in the comments so that I know when you've joined me, and we'll just let people join us, put their names in the comments before we get going. So I'm an evidential medium, so I'm looking forward to providing readings today. And just remember, I won't email you, and nor will anyone else from this group. You're welcome to contact us directly, but we never contact you. So please be aware and protect yourself from scammers, and enjoy all of the wonderful readers who work on Find Me a Medium page. So I'm just going to wait for a few people to join before I get going. It's a beautiful sunny day here in England. I'm on the south coast and it's really gorgeous, so it's nice to see summer finally start to break through. Just wait for people to join. Remember, if you're joining via Facebook, just put your first name as well, because otherwise I just get a Facebook user, and it's challenging enough just working from comments. What about just Facebook user? Hello Tracy, thank you for joining me. Lovely to have you with us today. We'll get going with some readings soon, and we'll just wait for a few more people to join. Very much looking forward to working with Spirit today. Sure they're going to keep us busy for the whole hour. Hello, Amy. Thank you for joining us, Amy. We'll just wait for people to arrive, and then I will start with my first link. Hello, Nancy. Lovely to see you here today. So I'm an evidential medium, and I'm looking forward to connecting you with loved ones that have passed. Remember, you're likely to recognize their personality. So if you can take the evidence that I provide, please put yes in the chat box. Often there might be more than one of you who recognize the spirit that's coming through, and that's my job then to divide it up so that you're sure I'm working with you. So we just ask you to reply as quickly as you can. And when I am working, please try and just let the people who we're working with comment, because the quicker I can place our spirit, the quicker I can get them a message, and then the more spirits I can bring through and get most of your reading. Hello, Jill. Nice to meet you. Let's hope one of your spirit come through today. And just on that note, before I start reading, if I don't bring your loved one through, it doesn't mean to say that they're not here and they're not really wanting to speak with you. It's purely where my energy is drawn. So it's totally reliant on who I make that connection with. Spirit are always willing and ready to communicate with us. So know that they are okay and they are there. Who else have we got? Hello, Jermaine. Anything for you? Right, I'm going to start reading in a moment. We've got a few of you online now, which is wonderful. So again, if you can take what I'm saying, please say yes, and we will take it from there. Okay, let me just have a drink before I start. Okay. Okay, before I bring my first spirit through, there is one bit of evidence that's been sitting with me today, and I'm just going to put it out there because I have a feeling it will come through in today's reading somewhere. But I do feel like somebody will know a relevance to a postman. So something to do with post or a postman. So I just need to leave that out there for somebody to take, and I will come back readings. I'm just very aware that somebody is trying to get that little bit of evidence through. So if anyone can take a postman, just say yes, postman, and then I know to go back to that connection. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there and see who I can draw through. Okay. Okay, so my first connection, I feel, is with a female. I feel this female is quite upbeat. She's a joy to be around. I feel like she puts a smile on people's faces. So I feel like she's she's very sociable. So I do feel like certainly when she's out and about, she's the life and soul, if you like. She's certainly somebody who likes to be happy, bring the vibration. Let's see who else we've got. What else we've got for her? I feel like she would enjoy a drink when she was out. She's not an alcoholic. I'm not getting that sense about her, but I do feel like she would enjoy going out and socializing. I feel like she's got a group of friends or people she goes out with that's really quite important to her. Hello, Pam. Let's see what else we've got with her. I feel like she can be a little bit complicated. So I feel like there's almost two sides to her. There's this outgoing side when she's out having a drink. And then I feel there's maybe a more complex side where she's I don't know if she's doubting or she's got anxiety, but certainly I think underneath this bravado of being happy and sociable, there's just that worry for her. So it's like she doesn't feel she's good enough, or she's just sitting on anxieties. So if anyone can take this lovely lady, let's just wait for somebody to be able to say that. So if you recognize any of what I've said about this lady who is sociable, she likes to socialize with her friends, she likes to go out for a drink, but behind the smile, behind the sociability is a little bit of anxiety. So if somebody can take that, please let me know. Just say yes in the chat, that would be great. See what else we've got with her. I feel like there's a difficulty with her job. So I feel like either she changed jobs, or she found it difficult to get a job, or work was difficult. So it's just some complexity around working as well. What else does she want to say to us? I don't feel like she's elderly. I feel like she's younger. I feel like she's younger. And I do feel like there's a C name around her. So I feel like a Caroline or a Carol or something like that. There's something to do with a C name around her. I'm not particularly getting that she's maternal, so she may well have been a mum, but I think she's here as more of either a friend or an acquaintance or a work colleague. I'm certainly not getting, she's certainly somebody who you would have had a friendship with, because you shared jokes, you shared stories, you shared secrets. Okay, I'm just going to go a little bit further with her, and if no one can take her, we will reach through, but I know there's a delay on the lag. Remember, we also have the connection that was with me earlier, which is a postman. So I'm just going to keep repeating that during the read today, because I do feel like somebody can take something to do with post or postman, not necessarily connected with this lovely lady that I've got here. Could be somebody that was supposed to join us. Okay, I don't feel like anyone can take our delightful lady, so she'll come back later if the person does join us, or maybe I just haven't described her adequately enough. See if I can get one more golden nugget from her. What is it she wants to say? Okay, the only thing she's giving me is hair, so I feel like you will understand why she's talking about her hair. There's either getting ready or a hairdresser or something connected with her hair that will be meaningful for somebody on here. Okay. Well, we've got a lot of spirit lined up waiting ready to talk, so I'm not going to use up all of our time waiting for somebody who can't come forward, remember, if you can take a spirit, make sure you tell me. I often get in these scenarios somebody emailing later, and it's just this, the sad thing is you don't get your message, so that's the only difficulty. Okay. Oh, pulled out my mic. Okay, we've got a gentleman here. I'm going to move on to him, okay, and we'll come back to our lovely sociable lady later on if we need to. This gentleman has, I feel like I'm hearing 50, 60, so I feel like he was older when he passed, but not elderly. This gentleman is kind, he's a good listener, he's somebody that you really trust. I feel he's quite down to earth, he's a no-nonsense type of guy, and I do feel like he's quite chilled out. I feel like he would have been difficult to get angry and cross. Hi Pia, hi Julie. If anybody recognises this gentleman, then please let me know. See where else we're going with it. He does have a dad energy, so I do feel like he had children. And I also feel music was important. I feel like he enjoyed listening to music. Let's see, where else are we going with him? I feel like there's banter in the home. I feel like there's humour in the home. I feel like there's a good jokes that pass between you, and I feel like it would even be about what he would wear, or you know, being dad or being home. Hi Christine. So I'm just going to summarize. We've got a dad here, or certainly he is a father. He might not be your dad, but he is a father. He's laid back, he's kind, he's a good listener, and he enjoys listening to music. There's laughter in the home, there's jokes in the home, and I feel like he could accept a joke taking out on him as well. So let me know if anyone recognizes this gentleman. I'm just going to push forward with his evidence while we wait for somebody to take him. Okay. Could be your brother, he was a joker. Okay, Pam, was your brother a father? There's just something about dad energy with him as well. So I just want to lean into that. Just wait for Pamela to reply. Yes, he had children. Okay, lovely. Okay, well, I'm going to work with you then, Pam, if that was okay. I do feel like the humour is an important part of him. Okay, let's see where else he's going with this. What other evidence does he want to say? I feel like generally he didn't want to take life too seriously, and I feel like he was a hard worker. I do feel like he's a hard worker, Pam, so you would understand this. But I'm also understanding that there's jobs that are mounting up, but I feel they're at home. So I feel like there's something to do with little jobs in the home or the garden that wouldn't get done, or he wouldn't get to, or he wouldn't finish. There's something about just, you know, the great ideas of doing stuff, but not actually finishing them off. Okay. I do feel like he wants to recognize his children. I feel like that's a really important part of his story. I don't feel it was particularly easy for him, but I do feel that that's something he's most proud of. Okay, what is his message for you then, Pam? Let's have a look and see. What is it that he wants to bring through for you? Okay, Pam, it's around this hard worker business, but also the overstretching issue. I feel that, right, so that makes sense why his kids, why he wants to reference that. I feel it was quite painful for him, and that's why I felt that difficulty. It didn't pan out as he wanted it to, is just how I feel about that. Let's have a look and see. I do feel like his message to you is about overstretching, so over promising, over setting yourself goals that just put you under pressure. He wants you to, and I also wonder if there's something about you doing something at home or jobs at home that need doing, because he just keeps referencing that sort of gnaw on you that things need to have. It wasn't his fault. No, I completely get that, but he wasn't how he wanted it. Absolutely. There's a great deal of love there for his kids. Absolutely, 100%. So Pam, his message to you is around simplifying, not overstretching yourself, making sure that you're taking time for yourself and not saying yes to absolutely everything, and knowing that things can take time. It does take so long to do stuff, and don't let the frustration build. He's just saying, let it be, it will happen, and don't let it get you down. I feel like there's an energy that's just a little bit heavy around some of those things. He wants you to just get out and enjoy a little bit of sun on your face, just take things easy, and know that he is around and with you. There's a huge amount of respect for you that he has. Your resilience, I feel like you've had to be really resilient, and he just really admires your ability to keep going. That's what I'm hearing. You're going away next week. Well, he's clearly sending you so much love for that break and telling you that you need it, you deserve it. And as I'm saying that, when we go on holiday, often we're really busy just before, and we kind of start to do all these things, and we pack and we get ready. And I think he just wants you to not be so tired when you get on holiday that you're unable to enjoy it, or you suddenly go down with, feeling really unwell. So just enjoy it, just relax, enjoy the build up, have some sunshine on your face, and take care. So thank you. Had to be strong for everyone, absolutely. And he so thanks you for that and admires you for it. Okay, thank you very much for working with me, Pam. And I'm glad we've got the first link underway and taken. Thank you for everyone that's joined me while I've been reading for Pam. We've had two things I'm just going to come back to before I join in with my next spirit. We have had a lady here who was younger when she passed, somebody who really enjoyed going out, was very sociable, and on the flip side of that had some struggles as well. So I'm just going to put her out there, and if anyone can take that, I will reconnect. And I've also had a postman who has been loitering around all morning. I say postman, there's just something connected with post or postman or lady. So if anyone can take those bits of evidence, please just say yes in the chat, and I will see which spirit is next. So let's see who I connect with. Remember, if I don't bring through your spirit, they are here. It's just purely who I'm connected with today. Okay, so as I'm connecting now, I'm really getting a strong smell of apples. I feel it is apples or pears or something like that. And I'm drawn to say that there would be an apple pie or a crumble or something like that made with fruit, and it's homemade. I feel like that's a really important point, that it's homemade. I do want to say more pie because I'm actually seeing the pastry there. So I feel like this is a lady. I do feel like she's 60 plus, and probably older than that. And And I feel like you will know her for her cooking. And I do feel like specifically she's brought in this strong smell of apples. So you'll be able to take apples in some specific way, pie or apples or tree apples or something like that. Julie, your granddad was a postman. Okay, Julie, I will come back to you. I'm going to write your name down. And who can take apples? Well, we've got this lovely lady. Okay. Tracy, I believe I'm with you and your grandma, your grandmother. Okay. She just brought that through as very specific evidence for her. I feel like it gave her a lot of pleasure to bake. I feel like it gave her a lot of pleasure to cook and serve up what she cooked. Yeah, absolutely. Ah, Trish, your grandma did as well. Okay, so let's divide Tracy and Trish. Let me find something that is really specific for her. Okay, I'm just being asked to say scarf. I felt like it was a material scarf, not a woolen one, but I might be wrong because I heard scarf. So can either of you take specifically why I should be talking around a neck scarf? So this is for Trisha or Tracy. Either of you take a scarf. If not, I'll lean into it because I just asked her for something very specific. Your gran wore them all the time, okay? And Tracy, okay. Let's get her to give me something else then. Just asking her to. Can either of you take mints? She showed me a handbag, and in the handbag were, I think it's mints. So can either of you? It's difficult because most ladies of that generation would have a handbag. So I then asked her to. It was very quick. Asked her to show me what was in there, and I feel like she would have had mints in handbags. So. Can either of you take? You have mints in yours. Okay, Tracy. Thank you. Sweets in her bag. I did say mints, so I'm going to go with Tracy just because it was very specific about mints. Okay. Thank you, Trish, for speaking up. I'm going to, I feel like I'm working with Trish, listen out, but let's just see where we're going with this. Okay. She wants just to go back to her handbag. I feel, Tracy, you would understand she had a handbag. Can I just check that out? Because you said that you had mints in yours, but she would have had a handbag and she would have kept everything that she needed in it. I do feel like it's a little treasure trove. Yes, she did. Perfect. Okay. And I do feel like she enjoyed going out. So I don't feel like it's anywhere big and fancy, but she would enjoy making sure that she went outside every day. So just a little walk to the shops, or when she was able, I feel like she would have kept herself busy and in a routine. You would understand this because there's something about a social nature of just saying hello to people and doing those sorts of things. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Okay, let's see what message she has for you. Okay, I think what she wants to bring is that feeling of love. That apple smell when she came through was so strong. She wants you to remember those times. She wants you to remember and enjoy the important things, you know, of the basics. Don't, you know, take the pressure off the situation, and she wants you to she's just smiling with the mints and your bag. So there's something about next time you use your mints, or yes, you have use for them, remember her. She loves the fact that you do that because it's so important to just have everything that you need when you go out. And there's something about, I'm just feeling some anxiety there. So she wants you to know, to have confidence in you, to just remember how much you are loved, remember the good times, remember that it is all okay and it will all smooth out. and she just wants you to take that it's that love and that memory even. So I even would say to you, is if you don't bake, go and buy yourself an apple pie, and just remember grandma, and you know, just remember those times. Know she is near you. And I also feel she wants to draw my attention to a necklace. So there's something about either you wearing a necklace, you will understand a reference with a necklace for you or for her. And she just wants you almost to feel that it's love, but it's a love for you. So feel beautiful. I think that's what she wants to say. Shine like a sparkly breakfast. Shine like a sparkly piece of jewelry, a necklace around you. She's giving you lots of food related things here, because she said breakfast then as well. So I don't know if you haven't been taking care of yourself, or maybe you've been skipping meals, or there's something around just looking after yourself. And it's like she'd want to come round and cook for you and just care for you and wrap you in a blanket of love. So I hope that makes sense. You have her necklace and you wear it. Well, she's with you then. That's what that's around. Oh, bless you. She has so much love for you, Tracy. She's really close. Feel her love, and take care of you. And thank you for working with me and allowing me to bring her through. So thank you. Okay. Thank you everyone who's joining us during those reads. Let's go back now. Julie, I just really want to give you a message, and I think it is your granddad. You could take a postman. He was very specific about a postman coming through, and he was with me this morning and then came through just as I joined, he was really quite insistent, but I kind of knew when I first joined that you weren't here on the chat. So I just want to go back to that energy. And while I wait for Julie, hello. Okay. Julie, I feel like he really enjoyed his job, and I feel like he knew, like he had a round and he knew lots of people. I feel like it was more connected than maybe our postal system is at the moment. He was for 25 years, absolutely. And I feel like he was loved. I feel like people enjoyed speaking to him. I feel like he took care of his round, and he was well known. It was really important to him. He took pride in delivering people's information, people's letters to them, but it was more than just a job for him. I really feel like it was a vocation. An absolute vocation for him, and he loved being outdoors. He loved the exercise he brought, and I feel like he absolutely a very, very proud man, but also a very caring man as well. Very he had to be fit and healthy and follow all of those things, but I feel like he really looked after the elderly on his round, or the people that he noticed when people were going through difficult times, and would just knock the door or say the hello or wave through the window. And I just really wanted to bring him through for you. I want to get you a message from him. Let's see what his message is. His message is about communication. So I feel like, what's he saying about that? It's about that connection with people and communication. So I don't know if you've maybe not been around people as much, or not had as much time to see your friends or your family. It's about the importance of just staying connected. Don't hide away. So I don't know if you understand that, Julie, but you will understand him wanting you to feel and be connected, and just to reach out. He wants you to feel the benefit as well of getting outside. I feel like that's around his job and his value, and he wants you to You do understand it, absolutely. Okay, that makes perfect sense then. As long as you understand the message, that's what the important thing is. He was so determined to reach out to you today. He wants you to surround yourself with people that care, genuine relationships, genuine reach outs, and just remind you that you are also a really good listener. You're somebody who is really good at connecting people, but sometimes life gets in the way. So he just wants to say he's just as proud as you as he was his job. He absolutely is chuffed to bits that he got his message through, although why he's surprised I don't know, because he was so insistent that you were going to come on today. And so I'm going to leave you with his love, and love the fact that we got him placed. So that's absolutely awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look and see who else we hear. So I just want to remind us that we did have the first connection was a younger lady. She was quite sociable, liked to go out with her friends, liked to go out for the odd drink. She wasn't an alcoholic, but certainly, you know, when she was out was quite a sparkle, was quite a draw for people. But she was also quite complex. I think just remembering her evidence, there was something about work that was an issue for her. So it's either a challenge, or she kept changing jobs, or it was difficult. And I feel like underneath the public, hello, I'm here and I'm sociable and I'm beautiful, there was some anxiety going on or some challenges. So if anyone can take that gorgeous lady, do speak up and we'll go back to her. Okay, so let me see who else is going to connect now. Okay. Let's have a look. Who have we got? Okay, so I'm being drawn outside now. Okay, so this is somebody who tends a garden. This is somebody who grows things in their garden. This is somebody who is happiest in their garden. So I feel like the garden and being outside in the garden is the most important thing to them. Not the most important thing, but it's something that's absolutely a key part of who they are and what they like to do. Let's see who, hello everyone that's joining, thank you. Let's just see what else we've got for this wonderful person. I even feel like they would sort their head out in the garden, so they chat away while they're doing it. I feel like there's something about going outside and communicating as well. Your dad was a farmer. Okay, Michelle, definitely this person is outside. Okay. This is somebody who's working the land. This is somebody who's growing or does something. Let's have a look. Steffi, can I just confirm for you that this person has passed? Can I just check, Steffi, because you've put, I can't say the name, and I apologise for that. Dufra, have they passed? Because I'm only connecting with people who have passed at the moment. My dad was a farmer. Okay. Michelle always going in the corn. Okay. Let's get some. No, he's not passed. I didn't think so. This connection is somebody who has passed. So let's just check. So we've got Michelle, we've got Eva, we've got let's have a look, see what else we can get. I feel like there are some animals involved. I feel like they are planting and they are doing things, but I do feel like in the land around there would have been, and I'm going to specifically say a cow. I feel like they can either see a cow, it could possibly be a horse, but I would say cow. Go with what I first went with. I feel like they can see cows when they're doing whatever they're doing outside. So who can take that? Hopefully that's narrowed the field down a little bit. Michelle, you can take cows. 250 cows. Okay, well that makes sense then, doesn't it? Michelle, I definitely feel I'm with you then, because when I tried to change up the cow into a horse, he wasn't having any of it and showed me a cow again. So I do feel like I'm with you. So Eva was also had cows and a horse. Let's just see what else we can get from him. Okay, I'm feeling food is important to him. I feel like he liked his food, home cooked food, but I do feel like he liked his food. And I'm going to say, I think his passing, he might have had an illness, but I think his passing was quite quick. His passing was quite quick. So can you both, who can take out of either Eva or Michelle, the two I'm working with? Eva, is that a yes, he did pass quickly? So Eva and Michelle, can you just say yes to a quick passing, please? Okay, so Michelle, he battled depression, but was his passing quick? Yes. Okay, and Eva, if you can just reply, he had heart issues, but was his passing quick? I'm just deciding whether I need to separate you out further or whether I have Michelle here. I don't want to. Okay, Michelle, I really do feel like I'm working with you as you've gone through those things. So Eva, listen in. Your dad may well come through, but I'm going to work with Michelle because I just feel like the energy is all lined up. Okay. Okay, Michelle, what does he want to say to you? He first of all gives you a big hug, and I'm not certain he would have always done that in lifetime, but he certainly now wants to give you the biggest hug. I feel like communication was difficult, and he feels like he should have told you he loved you more. Even if he told it you, he wants to tell you 1,000 times more. So I hope you understand that message, Michelle. Let me just build on it for you. Yes, thank you, Michelle. Okay, he wants to say two things. He can see the challenge and the difficulty and the heartache that he left behind, but he can also want you to all know how amazed he is at the resilience, the strength that you've shown through desperate heartache, and just know that he is no longer struggling. He is light and free in his mind and his body, and it was something that he just couldn't work his way through, and both from a physical and a well-being issue. But know he loved you, know he felt your love, and home and his farm was really, really important to him. You understand all of those things. He just wants to envelope you in love. He hasn't got a huge number of words because he doesn't need words. All he needs you to know is that you are loved, and he is with you, and you have a stronger mind than he did. And he wants you to know that. He wants you to know that he's with you every step of the way. So very, very grateful. So very grateful. He's a very, very proud man. Very proud man. And he's just so thankful. He's thankful for everything that he had and everything that he still has links with on this earth. And so I hope that makes absolute sense with you. He says, you're beautiful, carry on. You are where you need to be. Know that he's with you and know that you have a beautiful way forward. So Michelle, I will leave you with his love. Thank you. Okay. Thank you to everyone who has joined us while we were doing that link. I will just go back to our original lady that we had. She's a young lady. She's under the age of 50. I think she is, you're so welcome, Michelle. She's under, and in fact, I'm going to say she's more sort of 40s, 30s, 40s. She's young. She enjoys being social. She enjoys going out with the girls. When she's out, she looks good. She's sociable. She's a social butterfly, but she also has a complexity that she kind of hides as well. So she's got some anxiety, some social anxiety there, and also some anxiety or challenges around work. So I'm just going to keep putting her out there because I do feel like somebody will be able to take her. And let's see who else is going to come through. Okay. Okay, so this is really odd, but I've got a feeling it might have linked in. I feel it might have linked into earlier. Yeah, I think he's still with me. I think I just had a chicken run past, but Michelle, I really feel like that's still your dad's energy. So I'm just going to pass it and ask for somebody else to come and step forward, unless a chicken is really, really relevant for somebody else, in which case put yes and chicken in the message. Otherwise, I'm just going to pull through a new spirit for somebody. Okay, so I have a Alli Angel. That lady might be your sister-in-law. Okay, Alli, I'll just recap on the. Okay, and Tony as well. Okay, so let me just lean into her energy. Tony, I know you've said 62. I did say 60 first, so it might be my mind that is making her younger. And it sounds like her. Let me just, Alli and Tony, I just want to work with this spirit because she took so much time to come through first. I just want to make sure that we've got her. So I'm going to recap what I had with her. Let me just bring her forward. Okay, so I feel like she liked to go out with her friends. I feel like she would drink alcohol, but I don't feel she was an alcoholic, or certainly not a known alcoholic, but I do feel like she enjoyed a drink. I feel like she was very sociable when she went out and would attract everybody towards her. And there is some issue with work. So I feel like that that issue with work is an important one. So Tony, you can take the work issue. Alli Angel, can you take a work issue with the person you're thinking of? Just gonna let she was an alcoholic in the end. Okay, so I just want to check out if I need to get a separate piece of evidence, or Tony, if we're actually working with you. No to the alcohol. She didn't drink, but she did have a work issue. Okay, Tony, because you've said yes to the alcohol, I'm going to go with you because you've got the alcohol, you've got the work issue, and you've got the 60, which was the first date I said. And if I'm going to get it wrong, it will always be the bit I add to it or the bit I change it to that's wrong. I should always rely on spirit. And if she gave me 60 first, I should have stuck to that. So Tony, I do feel like with you, thank you, Alli, so much for stepping forward. Tony, let's just see where she's going with this. I feel like what she wants to say is that her life didn't map out as she wanted it to. It sort of I keep hearing car crash. I don't feel like that's a physical car crash unless you tell me differently. What I feel like is that it all went wrong. Okay. I feel like it kind of just went downhill. You would understand this. You know, I feel like it kind of became more and more complex for her. That. And I feel like what she's saying is that she didn't make the best choices. Now, clearly, if she became an alcoholic, but that's not always a choice thing. Sometimes it's just a situation and a coping mechanism rather than you know, very few people deliberately choose that. I want just to say that I feel like everything just got too much. Everything got too much. And I feel like her world actually got a bit smaller rather than bigger. And I feel like people did try and reach out, but actually she wasn't in a place to accept help and support. Okay, let's see what messages she wants to give for you, Tony. It was a coping mechanism, absolutely. First thing she wants to say is thank you. I feel like you and others really did try and help her, but she just wasn't in that right place. I feel like I feel like she just says, don't let life get you down. Always know that tomorrow is coming. Always know that it will right itself. She says that you are so different from her. You're more resilient by her. She absolutely recognizes you and others tried to help her, and it's through nobody else's fault that she wasn't able to take that on board or make the switch up she needed to. And she just wants to recognize, thank you for not just pushing her away. Thank you for not just judging her. And that shows your true heart and your true soul. And she really genuinely appreciates that. She wants what she does say to me is that sometimes there's times when you could do with a bit of support, whether it's practical or just somebody to listen to. And again, you're quite proud. And so never say no to help. You're always the one that's helping other people or reaching out to others. And sometimes it's good to allow other people to help you too. So we hope that makes sense to you, Tony, and that you will just be mindful of that in situations. It might be something little and quite practical, but just go with that. Okay, a lot of times, yeah. She says you're such a strong, independent woman. You're amazing, but we can all do with that step up. And if you learn anything from her lesson, it is, you know, just accept a little bit more of support, and it'll make your life so much easier. Okay. Let's see where we're going now. Let's see where we're going now. Okay, so I have somebody with me now. I do feel it's a male, but actually I need to just build up their energy to check that out. What I do know is music is really important to them. They enjoy listening to music. They spend a long time listening to music. And I even feel like they would download and make playlists, or they would do something with music, play it or do something. Music is a really, really key both emotional and creative outlet for them. It's the one thing they want to put forward. So I'm just going to put that out there and see what we get back next. I feel like this person also might have struggled at times with their mental health, because they're just showing me door closed and just sat listening to the music. You know, it's like curtains closed, door closed, listening to music. Terry, can you take that about your son? Can you understand why I'm seeing them sort of almost in their room, just so immersed in it, so immersed in their music? And Tony, Terry, can you understand there being an emotional connection there as well? Yes. Yeah. Okay. It's almost like I haven't got a lot of words. I'm not somebody of huge words, huge conversations, but I can really connect in with my heart to music and express myself, whether it's sorrow, anger, be understood. Would you understand this? Just wait for Terry to reply and see what else we get. Yes. And you would understand your son having a real creative side to him as well. You'd understand him being quite gifted. Whether he recognised that or not was another matter. But I feel like he's really quite a creative soul, rather than an academic soul. Not to say that he wasn't highly intelligent, but he really enjoys this creativity. Yes, absolutely. And I do feel like at times he would have struggled with his mental health. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I feel like it's like he was really sensitive, and so it would get too much for him sometimes. Would you understand that, Terry? Just let Terry reply. Okay, right. While we're waiting for Terry, yes, he was. Okay. Okay, he's showing me something now which is really beautiful. It's like he wants to give you a hug, but I feel like what he would have done is he's just showing me stood behind you with his head resting on your shoulder. It's like he's leaning up against you, and I feel like you were his rock. I feel like you were the one who just was always his constant. You were the one that, yes, you pushed him when you needed to, but you also gave him that space. You understood him. That's what I'm getting from that really it's a very emotional picture he's just shown me. So I hope that makes sense to you, Terry. He's just leaning on you. He's just like come and stood behind you and just leaning his head on your shoulder. Yeah. Oh, bless you, Terry. He just showed me that so clearly. Because usually they come up and they say, oh, you know, they show me giving a hug, but he didn't. He's literally resting his head on you. And he wants you to know in this moment that he's with you and he's okay. And all of his worries have gone. All of he's just so in that creative space now. He's happy, he's free, he's got his music, he's surrounded by love, and he constantly watches and is with you. I feel like he plays little tricks sometimes with the telly or moving things, and you will feel, I really feel like you'll feel him, like he stood there touching your shoulders, and he just wants you to know he's close. He wants you to know that it was his timeline, it was his story, it was never going to be anything else, but know that he's so thankful that you were his mum, that he had you, and that he is okay. He doesn't have a message for you apart from love. He genuinely doesn't. And please be okay. Please be okay. Please find strength from this. Please feel him close to you. Know that it's real. Know that it's him. And Terry, I'm so sorry for your loss, but he has done the most beautiful job showing us that he's here with you. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. He hasn't quite left what he wanted to do. He wants to give you something, Terry. I do feel like he had a playful side when he was feeling more uplifted. I do feel like you will have noticed like the TV controller or the lights flicking on or something like that, because he has got a bit of a playful side and he is tapping back into that. And I feel like when he was younger, you saw that aspect in him. Yeah, I can feel he's quite young. he's gone outside and he's just picked a flower for you. And he wants you to know that you're beautiful. He doesn't want his death to be your defining thing that brings your whole life down. He wants you to have happiness. He wants you to live life for both of you. He wants you to smile. And he wants you to know you're the best mum in the world. So I'm just going to give you lights flickering. Absolutely. It's him. He has got a lovely sense of humor to him. And he will show you through being cheeky. I can only imagine how hard it is, my darling. But know and find some comfort in the fact that his spirit is absolutely living on, that he is with you, that he's showing you he's near. I mean, that evidence that he gave that only you and him would know is precious. Okay, so feel that in your heart and genuinely hear me when I say he wants you to go out and live. He wants you to have good times. He wants you to do it for both of you. And I just, it's such a privilege to have worked with you both today. So thank you so much, Terry. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so we've got somebody here who liked bingo. I do feel like it's bingo. It's something about calling out numbers. So I'm going to say bingo. And I do feel like they had a big laugh. And I feel like they would have enjoyed doing it with other people. So I feel like they would have tried to get people to go along with them or had a club they went to or something like that. So many people you've joined as well, and I haven't said hello. So who can take our bingo taker? I'm sure we will have somebody. Let's see what else I can get. With the bingo, I also want to add in, I feel like it's fish and chips. I feel like there's something very down to earth about this person. What else have we got? We've got a big smile. We've got a big smile. We've got somebody who likes fish and chips, and we've got somebody who is that Veronica who's administrating it, or somebody whose name I can't see? Let's just see. Yes, it's Veronica. Okay. Right. I feel like she just likes to down to earth things in life, Veronica. Would you understand that? And maybe Nina. Let's just see what else we've got from her. She's a very down to earth lady. I feel like the fish and chips were a treat. And I feel like, what else does she want to say about them? I feel like they remind her of holidays and trips as well. I feel like she wasn't a big holiday person, but she did like to go on trips or to places in the UK. And I feel like she, you know, she would love that sitting. If she could sit on a bench and eat fish and chips watching out, that would be just like perfect for her. And I do feel like she would have, I feel like she would have enjoyed day trips with you. I think there's something, even if it's not far from home, I feel like it's something about going out and having a look around places. And those were happy times to talk, happy times to be outside. I feel like that's what she's bringing through. Okay, let's have a look and see. What is her message for you, Veronica? Okay, I feel like that's her message. Happy times. Go out. Enjoy the weather. Now it's nice and sunny. Go and eat fish and chips on a bench, or go and do something mad like a bingo game or something like that. I feel like she wants to tell you that you've been quite busy and you need to get outside. Veronica, I don't know if you live by the sea, but I keep feeling water, like you need to be near enough water to see it, or near enough to just enjoy being by the seaside. And so I hope you can take that message. Just wait to see. Ah, caravan. Okay, she loved it by the caravan by the sea. That makes complete sense why she's bringing that through then. Yes. Okay. All right. She's smiling. She's got me smiling. So I just feel like that was really wonderful energy for her, wonderful memories between the two of you. She's very thankful for all the patience and the time and care you gave her and how she was included as well. That was a really, really important part of her story, and she sends you so much love. Veronica, you don't need me to tell you she's close to you and yours, but she's done a beautiful thing coming through as our last link today, so thank you. So many lovely people joining me online today. I'm sorry I didn't get round to more of you, but I'm really happy that we did place everybody. Even our postman did an amazing job finding his connection. There's been some really heartfelt ones on today's mediumship, so just sending each and every one of you my love. Remember, I won't ever contact any of you directly. You are more than welcome to follow me on Facebook or LinkedIn. That's no problem at all, but please don't ever respond to any medium who professes to direct contact you, because we just don't do that, and there's so many scammers there. So we have another reader on at 9 p.m, Larkin, who is amazing. So make sure that if you can, you link in with her. I'll be back in 2 weeks' time. And Rob, thank you. Lovely, Rob. Perfect for joining. Thank you. And it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for everyone to join us. I love these sessions and I look forward to 2 weeks' time. So thank you very, very much. And again, just finally, if I didn't bring through your loved one, they are okay. They are here. It's just purely who I'm drawn to. So know that they are all right. Know that they can come through. And hopefully in mine or one of the other sessions, they absolutely will. So thank you, everyone. It's been a pleasure. Speak soon.